Hello, I'm Jeff Siegel. Welcome to SantaAnita.com. Welcome to our Sunday video seminar as we look ahead to the very good card today at the Great Race Place and a very nice pick 6 carryover to shoot for. Races 4 through 9 for that carryover. We will look at the early races. Maybe we can make some money early on and help pay for our ticket. First race at Santa Anita is a claiming event, 6.5. And two main contenders here. Number 6, Mark of a Warrior, who would be my top selection. Also want to use number 2, Elusive Moment. So if you're playing an exacta, 6-2-2-6 in the box, use them both in your rolling exotics. Mark of a Warrior, I thought was very sharp in his win here earlier this meeting. Beat a softer field, but ran faster into good number. And now gets the outside post with Pedroza riding him back and pretty much can dictate his spot. I think if Mark of a Warrior runs back to his last race, it's going to be tough to beat. But you have to respect Elusive Moments, coming off 2 straight wins, both in photo finishes, so he knows where that wire is. P-Val stays aboard, and he should be sitting behind the leaders and then making the run. Has the style for 6.5 and should fire again. So we'll use Elusive Moment. Preference, though, to Mark of a Warrior, 2-6-6-2 to kick things off in today's first race at Santa Anita. Second race, a pretty good mile event on the grass for 3-year-olds, and number 6 on your program is going to be the favorite and probably a short price favorite. He's 10 Devils, and this is a colt by Rockar 10, trained by Richard Mandela. Very sharp maiden win, came back and ran very well to be second in the Eddie Logan. Now he returns to the allowance ranks today. Talamo knows him well and should have him running on strongly late. The other horse to look at is number 5. And that is including Wardo. I liked his improving pattern. Broke his maiden last time out over at Hollywood. Looks like a colt that will continue to improve as he matures. So I would definitely use him as well. So let's go 6-5 in that order with 10 Devils over including Wardo. Those are the 2 that I would use in your rolling exotics, early daily double, pick 3, early pick 4, and an exacta box as well. 10 Devils and including Wardo. Third race, maiden claiming. These are 3-year-old fillies in for $30,000. The 2 horses I'm going to use here. Number 2, Silver Luna. Also number 6, Benicia. So 2-6 in your exacta box. Use them both, of course, in your rolling exotics. Silver Luna, 5-2 in the morning line. In the money in both of her starts. Disappointed, though, last time. Has a chance, perhaps, to bounce back for Peter Miller with Joel Rosario taking the mount back, and he rode her very well first time out. So I'd expect Silver Luna to bounce back and run back to her best. Benicia, though, she actually has won at this level, but she was disqualified for a positive drug test, so she's still a maiden, and since that race that she won, she's been overmatched in a few races. She's finally back where she belongs today, and if she hasn't had her spirit broken by being overmatched, she definitely can win this race based on her prior first place finish against a similar group earlier this year. That was at Pomona. So let's use them both, Silver Luna and Benicia. Maybe slight preference to Benicia, but use them both in all of your rolling exotics. Fourth race, 6.5 down the hill. These are maiden older filly mare Calbreds, and you got many horses in this race that have had a lot of chances. And you know, for example, Nana Beach is a 12 race maiden. Unknown Heat is a 25 race maiden, and Give Me One Reason is a 17 race maiden. These are the kind of horses I just can't play. They all have figures that could win. Not impossible that one could finally break through, but those are the kind that I just kind of stay away from. 2 lightly raced fillies have a chance to develop. Perhaps number 4, Team Builder. That would be my top selection. That's a Carla Gaines trained filly. That's number 4 in your program, launching a comeback with Rosario. Seems to be training pretty well. And then Meltarib, the number 5 for Victor Garcia. Pretty good third, beating only a half length in her only start, and she should like the grass. So let's go 4 and 5, trying to beat those professional maidens with a couple of lightly raced fillies who may have more potential. 4-5, Team Builder over Meltarib. That's how I see the 4th race, which of course kicks off the pick 6. Now to the 5th race. This is a mile and 16th middle distance claiming event. Fillies and mares in for $10,000. Number 5, Lucy Got Lucky. Number 7, Sunny Peace, both come out of the same race. That was a race that Sunny Peace was able to steal off, make the running from her good inside draw, and then win in convincing fashion. Moves up a notch today for Steve Knapp with P-Val riding her back. Don't know if she's going to get quite the easy trip she got last time, but she knows how to win. You got to give her credit for that. So use number 7, Sunny Peace. Also, Lucy Got Lucky. Victor Espinoza rides her back, and she was actually third in that race, that behind Sunny Peace, but she also has back numbers that could win. So I think the winner's going to be one of those two. Obviously not a great race. No real conviction here. Not really keen about anything else in the race. So let's go 5-7, 7-5. Lucy got lucky and Sunny Peace. Use them both in your rolling exotics. Sixth race maiden claiming event. Not a whole lot here. This is a bottom of the barrel $20,000 claimer for maiden 4-year-olds and up. The two that I'm going to use here are number 5 Lead Blocker and number 8 Wild Hombre, with preference to number 8 Wild Hombre. He gets that good outside draw for Doug O'Neill, with Bejarano taking over, and a decent race over the track recently, so he's pretty solid. Wild Hombre. Also throw in Lead Blocker, just his third start. He ran well in his debut, not so well last time, but reunited with P-Val, who rides him back, and he's probably better than his last race shows. Throw him in number 5 Lead Blocker, but also use number 8, my top selection, and that's Wild Hombre. Seventh race, 7 furlong allowance race, very deep and competitive event here. Gonna have to go 3 deep using number 3 Streakin Mohican. He'd be our top selection in the race. Also number 9, and that's Hot Damon, and number 11 Nextdoorneighbor. So 3, 9, and 11 in your exacta or trifecta box, and of course use all 3 in your pick 6 and any other rolling exotic you may want to be playing. Streakin Mohican is fast. He's dropping in for the $40,000 tag today. Bob Hess dropping for the money run. He is a horse that has better numbers. I like the fact that P-Val rides him, and he's going to be the best of the speed. But going 7/8 of a mile, you know, it's a little taxing perhaps for him. Hot Damon, on the other hand, comes off a nice win against first-level state-bred horses. Now he's first-level open, but he's got that closing style that should be really effective at 7 furlongs, so you have to use him with Rosario riding him back for Gary Studi, and Hot Damon, by the way, a huge number, career top number last time out. And the Nextdoorneighbor got through chasing Sydney's Candy and Indian Firewater. That is a live race. The old route to sprint play, also dropping out of stakes into the conditioned allowance ranks. This should be a perfect spot for him. Good outside draw. So number 11 Nextdoorneighbor at 4-1. That's a good price. Definitely use number 11 Nextdoorneighbor. So 3, 9, and 11. Those are the 3 I'm going to use in my exotics. And that wraps up the 7th race. Now let's go to the 8th, the Megahertz, the feature race today. And 7-5 on Eclair de Lune. Of course, she won the Beverly D. Was a pretty good 6, beating 2 lengths while pressing the pace in the Breeders' Cup Filly Mare Turf. Now she's back here, dropping back to a mile. She looks like the right horse at 7-5, but Berg, number 2. This is a Paco Gonzalez trained mare who's in really good form and obviously loves the turf course here at Santa Anita. I'm even going to give number 3 Lilly for Pootz another chance. She's been a little disappointing of late, but she can bounce back for Hollendorfer and Rosario, and her best puts her right there as well. First or second. 15 out of 32 starts for Lilly Pootz. She's too good a mare to throw out. So 2, 3, and 4 with preference to number 4, Eclair de Lune. I'm going to use all 3 in my rolling exotics. Obviously, there are going to be those out there who are going to single Eclair de Lune. Maybe that's the right way to go, but it's too close to call for me, so I'm going to spread the megahertz using Berg, Lilly Pootz, and Eclair de Lune. 9th and final, I'm going to try my luck here with number 5, El Scorpio. Very fast horse, dropping in for $25,000. Coming out of the Miles Tyson. That was a sprint over at Hollywood Park behind Cost of Freedom. Had no chance with that high-class sprinter, but he's realistically spotted here for Doug O'Neill, dropping for the money run, switching to Bejarano. He may get some pace from the outside. Slam Slew has got enough pace to keep El Scorpio busy, but I think El Scorpio is better than that horse. I think he can shake him off. I don't see any real effective late closers in here, so look for the speed to dominate El Scorpio, and he's a good 5-1 in the morning line. There's nothing wrong with that. Let's see if we can get that far, and then we'll put all our eggs in the El Scorpio basket, hoping our single can win today's 9th and final. That wraps it up for today. Great card. Hope to see you out at Santa Anita, and if you are playing that pick 6, good luck. Take tomorrow, Tuesday, and Wednesday off. Back at you Thursday. So until then, thanks for joining us right here on SantaAnita.com.